Hi, this is a CNA production. I'm Natalie Arsenault.
I'm Shantara Chapman, and we're the dynamic duo of Defiance.
Yes, we are.
So, we've been monitoring what's been going on in Philadelphia with the Starbucks situation, and even this morning watched the COO, the newly appointed, it's only been about 6 months, appointed COO, make some statements from Philadelphia, and we felt like, we should just
We should chime in
on what we're seeing so far. We haven't heard officially from Kevin Johnson, the CEO,
Right.
but he is there as well.
Yes.
But she was very supportive and
Of Starbucks.
and congratulatory of Starbucks for what they have done thus far.
Yes.
I'm assuming that means because they flew in from Seattle.
I'm
And
guessing.
she's happy that they're flown in from Seattle,
She's proud of the way that they've managed the situation thus far.
which means she liked the tweet.
The tweet was good to her.
Yeah.
And the little letter.
Yeah, and that was kind of, lacking as well. I think that there's a lot to be done there to make this situation okay.
Yes.
And still there was a lot of political correctness going on. And of course, I know.
A lot of political
I know.
correctness.
And I know
It was painful.
It was painful.
It was painful for me.
It was. And you have to do your job. But to say sometimes bad things happen to good companies, that is really an understatement. And so I felt like there were a few things that I would have loved for a woman of color.
I just like to say I just snorted. That's how funny that was. I just snorted. Bad things happen to good companies. Oh my God. Okay.
And even though that's true, as a woman of color, bad things happen to good people is really what I would have loved for her to say.
Right.
Because
the people got arrested.
people got arrested and there was a bad thing that happened to them.
Oh my
so
God.
I'm hopeful that the meeting with the two gentlemen actually happens, and maybe we'll start to see a little bit more tangible feedback or something. I feel like everything is just still pie in the sky. They're talking about doing some unconscious bias training, which always
If I hear that
means-
term one more time.
which always means that it's going to be textbook, no real
Yes.
talk,
No real talk.
that kind of thing. And I think there's a lot to be dealt with there. The excessive loitering that you leave up to the manager to decide what's
Who's
excessive,
18?
possibly.
Who's 18? The manager could be 18.
No definition of excessive or loitering.
Or loitering.
And I think that there's some things that they got to address. What do you think, Natalie?
So
Besides
I'm
snorting.
shit,
Try
I
not to
know.
snort
I'm
again.
trying. I'm just so my laughs can be interpreted in many ways. Sometimes I'm laughing because things are legitimately funny. Other times I'm laughing so that I don't scream. This would be one of the I'm laughing so I don't scream
don't
kind of
scream.
things. Because it's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous, redonkulous. First of all, when I heard, it was a struggle for me to listen to her on the Philadelphia radio show that she was on earlier this morning because everything she was saying, it was unbelievable.
happy.
It was like I was living in the Twilight Zone. I was like, do you not know what's really going on?
She seemed very happy.
And the fact that you know that it's happening in other places, because she acknowledged the fact that that's their policy is for people to call for baristas or management or whoever's on premises to call police when they feel like there's a situation of excessive loitering. That's the Starbucks policy.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's unfortunate that she and I'm saying she, but it's really a representation of the entire leadership.
Yeah, she was there representing the company.
She's there
today.
representing the company and the leadership, and do believe that the talking points were there. And she didn't really deviate from those talking points. And it's unfortunate that she, from her rhetoric, at least, and I don't know if she has a two-person thing, like a real person and then her radio person, but whoever it was that was present on the radio today was so disconnected.
Yeah, but she started talking about her son and how this was really close to her heart.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm envisioning my son being shackled, or I don't know if I'm going to be
Right.
happy that the COO and CEO just showed up.
No. And then for her to, I'm disturbed by a couple of things she said. One, that she's okay with the way she's proud, not okay. She's proud was her word, of the way management has handled the situation thus far. That she thinks that the baristas are all excited about going back to work today.
I don't think they're excited, because I wouldn't be excited to go out and fight
In the midst
crowd.
of a protest.
That crowd was serious.
The crowd was serious.
So I don't know about that. I think she's putting on this happy face, this front, that not too many people are going to believe.
No, it was very disingenuous.
And the thing is, she hasn't even gone there yet. Well,
No,
at least
she hasn't
morning,
been this
she had
morning.
not
As
been
of this
there.
morning of the interview that she did on the Philadelphia
She
radio
had not
station,
been there.
she had not been there yet. So for you to be assessing what's happening on the ground and you haven't even been there, you know, that's absolutely insane, because you need to see with your own eyes as a leader. That's why, like, the military, they deploy their leadership to a place so that they can see what's happening on the ground. They may go back to DC afterwards,
Right.
but they still go see what the troops are doing, look at what all is happening in the environment, and then they, you know, formulate whatever's
Make
happening.
their opinion. So
She ain't seen nothing and she's got an opinion. And I'm like, where's this opinion coming from?
Yeah.
And then the last thing that really disturbed me is if I hear one more person, and this is for all y'all out there in regular world too, if I hear one more person talk about unconscious bias, let's be clear. If you acknowledge the fact that you have some type of prejudice or bias, it is no longer unconscious.
it's absolutely conscious.
It's very conscious. So if you say, hey, I only like to date tall guys, that's your bias. That's a conscious bias. It's not unconscious that you avoid the short guys.
Yeah.
So let's stop using that term, because it diminishes the reality of all of the isms: racism, sexism, genderism, ageism, all of them, by proclaiming that someone has this untapped, unconscious, they're unaware of their behavior and activity. And in actuality, they are very much aware of what their behavior is and how they make their decisions based on whatever they see physically.
Right. And I think the bottom line here is you need to choose your words carefully.
Yes.
They need to really start to think about the things that they're saying and how they're coming across. I understand that you have all of these stores and you're trying to put on this nice face, you know, because you don't want people to assume that you dropped the ball.
Right.
The bottom line is you did.
But you did. So just
go
say that and let's move
acknowledge
forward.
and let's move on. And so just to go back to address the excessive loitering thing,
God help me.
Starbucks equals loitering.
Yes, it
Because
does.
that's what they do. That's
It
what you
does.
do at Starbucks,
It does.
right? You go there, you take meetings, you may get some coffee.
And even if you get coffee, you could nurse that coffee for 5 hours.
I know people who go there in the morning and don't leave till
And
6
don't leave
o'clock.
till 6 o'clock.
So that is excessive loitering.
Yes. So similar to parking meters, the way that you know that you need to move your vehicle is if the parking meter expires. So how long does a $4 cup of coffee buy me inside of a Starbucks to sit around?
Right.
That's what I need to know. And then maybe they can print on the bottom receipt that you've purchased this many things. This buys you 2 hours of time. Please re-up at the end of your 2 hours.
Or you get a message on your phone
Right.
or something.
Right.
Just
It should be metered. I feel like they should go ahead and move into the metered policy.
yeah, because you'd be like, okay, you got 5 minutes before the cops show up.
Correct.
I don't.
Exactly.
That's the only way you're gonna really
Exactly.
know and make this whole thing fair.
Yeah.
We're gonna still monitor it. Hopefully, we
Yes.
hear from Kevin Johnson today.
Hopefully.
That would be wonderful to see him, and I hope they have a productive meeting with the two gentlemen.
I do.
And hopefully we see some real tangible changes.
Yeah.
Stemming from this, because this is just not Philadelphia. This
It's
is
not. It's everywhere.
It's
It's prolific and it's systemic, and Starbucks needs to fix it now. So, until next time, people.
We'll talk to y'all later.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.